have my little helper with me today. My name is Sam D. I am the founder of Sam D Video Strategy. Have you been thinking about spreading your YouTube content over to IGTV, but you're just not quite sure what to do with your content or how to make it fit in with Instagram? Well, you're in luck, because today I'm going to walk you through how I am turning my first YouTube video into an IGTV and changing things up to keep people interested over there. So first I just want to explain why I go ahead and change the feel of my videos before I put them on IGTV. So YouTube is a search engine, so people like myself go on there when they are looking for something pretty specific usually, or something entertaining, and they are searching with keywords. So they know what they're looking for, they're going to get the information they need, and they're getting off of YouTube. Most times. Sometimes we just get caught up in the entertainment. Now, if you're sharing strictly informational stuff, you want to remember this when you're crossing over to IGTV. When you're repurposing a YouTube video from YouTube to IGTV, you want to think about the reason that people are on Instagram, first of all, right? They're on there for scrolling, they are just filling their time and passing their time. They are looking for something to entertain them. So when your video pops up on their Instagram and it looks exactly the same as it did on YouTube, they may not be interested unless this was something that they were looking for in the first place. Instagram does have keyword options, but most people don't make that their first stop to search for something that they're looking for information on or research a topic. So what I like to do is I will add different crops and kind of move the frame around and make it really interesting. I'll pump up the music a little bit. I will cut out any parts that aren't totally necessary. You really only have a couple of seconds to capture somebody's attention on Instagram. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing your chance to do that. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do this for my clients' videos using my own video. And then one other tip that I want to give you is always add subtitles when you're putting it into Instagram. Most people, like myself, don't usually watch Instagram with sound on, especially parents who are trying to get their kids to bed and passing the time with some Instagram. Now, before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every single Friday when I post a new video filled with tons of tips and tricks on how to repurpose your video content and even a little bit of editing tricks. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I did some things before we started here for the sake of your time, and hopefully that way we get as much information as possible into this video in a short amount of time. If you look, you see where we did our reel last week. That's still there in the file, and if you remember, I like to color code my clips in the video to help me find them. So for this, I have my intro and I have my end card in pink and purple, and then the music is green, and then the clips where I have graphics to go into, I made those all magenta, and I already did go ahead and create those graphics. If I find that I have followers that are interested in learning about how I create my graphics, I can definitely go ahead and make more videos on that. I do just want to make note that I am still very much a beginner in that aspect of things, and I am self-taught, so be gentle. And then up here is where I went in and I marked wherever I referenced YouTube. Like if I said something along the lines of subscribe and hit the bell, those things you typically want to cut out, because obviously once you switch over to IGTV, your audience is watching on Instagram and not on YouTube. So you'll just want to keep in the parts where you say follow me on Instagram, and you also want to make sure that you or your client are saying that on the YouTube video. Like I said, YouTube is a search engine, so people are there, they know what they want. Instagram, people are scrolling and they're just looking to be entertained. So when you're sharing more informational videos, I think it's best that we go ahead and you make sure that you do something to keep them interested in watching, whether it's different graphics or music, whatever it may be. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to change the music too, but I'm not going to really share that here just because it's pretty straightforward. I just take this out and I put a new one in. What I want to do is I'm going to see what I say here. Okay, so this is where I say that I'm a video editor and repurposer. This is the fun part for me. Okay, so obviously, first of all, I marked the wrong clip, but really, as long as you're close to the clip that you're looking for, you will be good to go. Okay. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here, I want to make this larger, so I'm going to go here and make this bigger so it's not just my big old face hanging out there in the circle. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this, again, very Premiere Pro specific, but this is what I mean when I say you want to keep it interesting. You want to keep the focal point moving so that people stay interested if they weren't specifically looking for the information you're sharing. This way they're going to still watch to see what's going on with the video. Okay, and so another little tip, I like to do this when I'm editing, is I just number my graphics because then I know which one I'm pulling in. Normally I'll go in and I'll number my clips too. This just keeps it easier, keeps it in order when I'm saving them and when I'm putting them in the videos. When I'm scrolling through Instagram, I think about what's going to catch my eye, what's going to keep me interested. And this is what comes to mind when I think of things that will keep me interested. So this is why I do this with my videos and my clients' videos. Let me show you what I'm talking about over here when I reference YouTube really quick. Sometimes we have to get a little creative when we're cutting out what was said. Okay, so this whole clip goes. So here's a tricky one where I reference YouTube and we kind of have to get creative here. Your content starts here on YouTube. So with this, I wanted to say your content starts on YouTube, but I don't want it to say your content starts here on YouTube. So we're going to go in and see if it will work if we cut here out. Your content starts on YouTube, right? I think it works okay. We're gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more graphic edit to keep the frames interesting and keep people's attention. And then we will wrap the tutorial up. And I will be posting the IGTV to my Instagram within the next couple of days after this video goes up. So if you wanted to see the end result, you can definitely click the link in the description below and head over there and give it a watch. But let's go ahead and do this last piece before we wrap it up. Okay, so every time I say a different topic, when I'm talking about my clients having a hard time coming up with specific things, I'm going to change the frame. Put the background here, so it's not a black background, it's my branded pink background. What I branded, I just mean it's my hex color. It's fun. I love editing. Now
This is the type of thing that I really like to do for Instagram, for IGTVs, because I feel like this is a little bit more edgy than watching a YouTube, and it definitely keeps people interested. Alrighty, so that's where we're gonna stop the editing portion, because from here on out it's pretty repetitive. So if you want to see the end result and how it came out, make sure you head over to my Instagram.
Okay guys, I hope that was simple enough that you were able to take something away from it and put it into use in your business or wherever you want to put it to use. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can leave me a comment below, or you can go ahead and find me on Instagram and give me a follow, and also send me a DM. I hang out there a lot. And as always, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway was, or if I can elaborate on anything more in another video. When you're over on my Instagram, make sure that you check out this IGTV that we just created right here in this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every Friday when I post a new video filled with more tips and tricks on how to repurpose and edit your videos. I'll see you guys again next week.